Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my new video. We're gonna be talking about The Walking Dead, the game. We're gonna be talking about top 5 worst characters of The Walking Dead when it comes to my opinion. So hold on, fasten your seatbelt, and let's get it going. My number 5 is gonna be Kate, and it's gonna surprise a lot of people, I think. But for me, I didn't hate Kate as a character, but for me, she didn't do her job. Telltale's writers didn't do the job when it came to Kate. When the first episode of The New Frontier started, I was a little bit invested when they were in the car ride and all that. But very shortly, I already felt that I would not be able to have a connection with this person. And that's a very bad thing when it comes to a game like this. Don't get me wrong, like Kate had the potential of being a good character, but with the short episode of that season, all that did that almost every single person in that season, you would not be able to build up a connection with these people. And I felt like Kate was probably, besides Clementine, the most important person in that season to make a connection with. But we already know Clementine, like most of us do, so that's not a problem. But Kate had the potential, but they never had the time to build up that connection. The problem with Kate was that she was too soft, in my opinion. Like, it took like 4 to 5 seasons to actually feel like you could use her for something, and that's bad because she was just a weight on her shoulders like the rest of the crew was, most of them, and the worst thing, this is not the character's fault, but how they build up the character. The worst thing, in my opinion, was that I didn't really like Kate, and the thing was that they were trying to force you into this relationship and forcing you to stay with this woman. And as I said, I didn't really like her, so I was like just frustrated just being around her all the time, almost all the time, and going after her and all that when I don't really like her. And they were like trying to force me having this relationship, either a real relationship or just a friendship, and I just couldn't get into it. Number 4, it gotta be Eleanor. There was no character development with Eleanor, in my opinion. You can like break it up to very few sections with the whole season, what you had with her. You met her quickly in the cage, and then you maybe choose to ride with her to pick up your family, and then she stitches up Kate, and then she drives away with Kate into the New Frontier. She's gone for a while, and then you trap with her in the New Frontier. She's there shortly, and then you almost don't see her until she's up on the stage with Joan and Clint. Then she betrays you out of nowhere. You don't really care about her, to be honest. She's just mad that you're being betrayed, and then you see her blaming you for everything, and that's it. So her character, in my opinion, is just fucking useless. If you took her out and just developed the other people a little bit more, that would be better. I don't really feel that she was there to me. Like, she was just like an extra character, and that was it. So again, like Kate, not saying her character was bad character, but they didn't really put anything to her, There was no character development here. At least there was a little bit character development with Kate. I didn't really care for the flashbacks, though. I'm not a big flashback person because it ruins the game a lot, because I already know what's gonna happen, if you know what I mean. But Eleanor is definitely top 4. She didn't really do anything at all in that season. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, gotta be Gabe. Oh my god, what a fucking crybaby. Well, again, that character could have been a lot better, but I actually feel that I had some connection with Gabe, but everything got ruined when I recognized that the whole fucking character was all about whining and whining and whining. That dude didn't do anything else but whine, do the opposite what he was supposed to do, and everything was just, it's funny because I didn't really hate Ben from the first season. I actually liked Ben in a lot of ways. His character was actually pretty well made. But Gabe was just complaining, and that was so fucking annoying. Like, very few characters has been as annoying as Gabe. Gabe was fucking bad made. And I actually don't have much to say because that was everything about him. That was just what he was doing. So, shit. Holy fuck. I actually already hated him at the junkyard in the beginning of the first episode. Already there, I was like, oh my god, what a fucking whiny piece of shit. So, yeah, not much to say about him, to be honest. I can just imagine looking at the piece of paper they wrote, and they just wrote, whiny fucking teenager. Number 2, I go with Bonnie. Yes, you heard it. From me, I'm picking Bonnie. Well, when 400 Days was released, she was actually my least favorite character of 400 Days. She was pretty boring. I didn't really get into it at all. Everything just became boring, and she didn't connect with me at all. I was surprised when they picked her for season 2. I liked a lot of other people a lot better. Wyatt and Wins and so on. But my relationship with Bonnie became better in season 2, but not that much. Just a little tiny bit. And I just felt like she was a boring character. It was like you wanted to see everyone else in season 2. Every time you was using some time with her, you were like, oh, I want to be with Kenny, I want to be with Luke, I want to be with Carter. All those interesting people. She was not very interesting, and that's the worst thing. She was not very interesting. Again, she just felt like a side character, you know? Get ready, cause number 1 spot gotta go for Sara. Holy shit, Sara was such an annoying character too. A lot of people compare Sara to Ben, but I'm like, Ben actually had an impact on the group, you know? Yeah, he messed up a lot of stuff and all that, but Sara was just, ugh. What did she really do for the group? What meaningful conversation did you have with her? Like, really meaningful. What impact did she have on the story? There was only forced impacts from her in the game. There was nothing you really did with Sara that had like an alternative consequence. Not in my opinion. Not an important one. Well, if you choose to save her or not choose to save her, that really don't matter, because she's gonna die like almost right after, like in the same fucking episode. That's just weak. And she was just like depressed, and she was like nervous all the time. And well, yeah, those type of things can be really good in a character development, but she just became annoying, a burden on your shoulders, and stupid. And I don't know, man, like Ben was funny sometimes, and that game with Ben and Kenny, especially if you save Ben, like there's something cool about it, some funny things, like good lines, all that. And it was just stressful being with her, you know? There was no point in her being there. She was just, oh, I don't know, man. That's probably the character I hated the most. I didn't feel anything for that character at all, and she was poorly used. Dialogue was fucking crap. That was a burden on the whole game. There was no funny moments with her. There was just annoying moments. At least there was some redemption with Ben. Like, he manned up, he did something with some of you, depending on what you choose. But with Sara, she never ever stepped up in any kind of way. When you think about when you were like teaching her with the gun at home in the house, they could have used that if you taught her, that could either be a good or a bad thing, you know? She could like help you in the wildest situation ever, or maybe save someone else. Or you taught her to be interested in guns and she shoots someone she shouldn't shoot. Like, that would have been fucking awesome. That would have been a crazy consequence or a win, you know? I'm so sad that they didn't use that more. Sara is definitely the worst character in the history of Walking Dead. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate the support. It means a lot. Hit that like button, subscribe, and if you want to hear more about other games or The Walking Dead and hear my opinion of something, just write it in the comment section. But thank you. I really appreciate the support. Bye.